everybody. Happy Wednesday to everyone out there. Welcome to the Chainmovers podcast. As usual, I'll be your host, Chad, and with me is my lovely Wednesday co-host, Lacey.
Is this like a thing now?
Every Wednesday.
I'm your Wednesday host?
You're my
Co-so?
regular Wednesday host.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, now I know.
You're a Wednesday kind of gal.
I guess so.
Right?
I like Wednesday. Yeah. Wednesdays are good.
Halfway through the week.
Yeah.
Getting there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's coming. The weekend's coming.
Well, I think everybody's happy to have you again.
Really?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. I get a lot of good reviews when you're on. So.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Aw, thanks, guys.
How's your week been going?
Good. Busy?
Busy.
Busy. Good weather, though?
It has been rather nice the past 2 days.
Yesterday it was glorious.
Yes.
So nice out.
Very, very nice.
Yeah.
Anything exciting happening with you, or just grinding still?
Just grinding.
Just grinding every day.
Yes.
It's all about the grind.
It is.
It really is.
You can't cheat the grind.
That's true. You can't. That's true.
Yeah.
So, should we get at it, or
Sure.
or
yeah.
what are you thinking? There's lots going on in the sports world.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you're aware of everything that's happening.
I might not be.
The wide world of sports.
It is wide.
Well, let's start out with some side stories. You know
Okay.
the drill.
Yeah, I do.
You know how it
I'm
works.
getting good at this now.
And then we'll really get into the heart of the show.
Okay.
So, first thing, Lace, Panthers no longer in the Deshaun Watson sweepstakes.
Why?
Just not ready to commit that kind of resources to bringing Deshaun to town. I don't know if the negotiations got, real, and then all of a sudden Houston's like, we want 3 firsts and 2
Right.
seconds, and you name it, DJ Moore. I don't know if it
Right.
got that far, but Panthers are out on that one. Thoughts on that? How heavy would you pursue this guy?
I like Deshaun. I think he's super talented. But there's the mess that comes with him.
There is a mess following him, yes.
So, I don't know. I'd have to say, obviously, it should drive his value down, right? Because along with the mess comes some negative light then and some distraction to the team, I'm sure. And so, I don't know. Purely football, talent-wise, he's worth a ton.
Excellent quarterback.
He is. I'm a big fan of his.
Yeah, so Panthers out on the Deshaun Watson sweepstakes, which I believe really only leaves Miami. in the discussion if he gets moved at all this year.
Right.
I mean, there's a very good chance he won't get moved. I believe the trade deadline's next week.
Right.
So that's going to be a blockbuster to try and put together in that kind of time. It's got to get approved by the NFL.
Right.
All this kind of stuff, right? So, Deshaun, gonna stay put and watch the games from the Texans sidelines going forward. So, next thing, I don't want to talk about it a lot, but it is a pretty big sports story right now. The Chicago Blackhawks, mired in legality issues right now. Stan Bowman, GM, stepping aside from not only the Blackhawks, but from USA Hockey as well. They have a sexual assault case on their hands.
Okay.
With 2 former players. I believe they're former. One came forward, and everyone knows who he is now.
Okay.
And it was alleged that these guys were assaulted by a video coach. So, I don't know, guy that I guess breaks down the tape with guys or whatever, right? And they told Blackhawks management about it. This was way back in 2010.
Okay.
During a cup run. And the Blackhawks decided to do nothing about it until after the Stanley Cup playoffs were over. They didn't want the negative publicity and all this kind of stuff, right?
Okay.
So, bunch of guys in hot water on this one. Joel Quenneville, who's currently the coach of the Florida Panthers.
Right.
Kevin Cheveldayoff, current GM of the Winnipeg Jets. all these guys have moved on, and looks like this story is going to come back to bite them. Yeah, that's the big issue is these guys. I mean, not only do they believe that the Blackhawks ignored it, and it's pretty hard to deny it at this point.
Yeah.
But a lot of the guys that were involved went on to higher positions.
Right.
So, I mean, that'd be tough being a grown man coming forward and saying this happened.
Yes, absolutely.
And I mean, you read about it on social media, and guys are like, well, how does this happen? How does this happen, right? And it's all about power. Yeah. Right? You want to keep playing in the league. These guys are, the one guy that came out is, I'd never heard of the guy.
Oh, okay.
So you could understand that,
right.
He's a fringe guy at best. You want to stay in the show.
Right.
This is how it's going to work, right? So
that's sad.
Theo Fleury was chiming in a lot on social media. I mean, he went through the same thing.
Okay.
And wasn't ignorant about it.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think it's a honest question. How could this happen?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
With grown men, and but that's how it happens. So
that's awful.
Big problems with Chicago right now, and not only Chicago, it branches out to these other organizations, right? If you're the Jets, do you just let Kevin Shoveldayoff continue to be the GM?
Right.
He was upper management during that 2010 run. Joel Quenneville, you just let him continue coaching the Panthers?
Right.
I don't know. Messy situation, and one that nobody likes to see, and it's just something that never seems to go away. Yeah. It doesn't go away. It's disturbing.
It is.
It really is.
Yeah.
But I mean, you flip on any sports channel, you're going to hear all about it, and probably in far greater depth than I'm going to go into it. So yeah, go watch TSN if you want to hear more about it, or Google it, or whatever. But
sad.
It is. It really is. But enough sadness, Lace.
Okay.
Let's talk about Roger Goodell.
Okay.
You know who Roger Goodell is? Who is he?
What's he called?
The commissioner?
The commissioner.
Of what?
The NFL.
That's right. So, Roger Goodell comes out today and says the Washington football team report, the same report that did in Gruden, will not be released. Will not be released.
What?
Yeah. No. Chucky's going to fall on that sword, and that's it. But it gets better. So Mark Davis, now owner of the Raiders, the guy with the goofy haircut, comes out and is pretty much demanding this report gets released.
Well, absolutely. I understand his side.
Who are you protecting, Roger?
Right.
Yourself?
Right.
Which buddy are you protecting?
Right.
Which group of buddies are you protecting? Yeah. Roger Goodell is a snake.
Yeah.
He is a snake.
I've never heard someone get booed as much as that man.
He's the worst commissioner in all of sport. Maybe other than Gary Bettman, but at least Gary Bettman's trying to grow the game, and I don't like Gary Bettman, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I don't like Adam Silver either from the NBA. I don't like any of the commissioners. Maybe they're just too, they're stiffs, right?
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Just not my thing, but Goodell is a weasel.
Yeah, he is.
And he just looks like one and acts like one.
Yeah.
And it's like he's always hiding something.
Right.
Always.
And I think this has to
probably is.
Yeah. This has to come out.
So Mark Davis, I mean, this cost arguably his organization the most.
Oh, for sure.
Like the Washington football team's being investigated by the FBI. Yeah, I haven't heard nothing. No, they're clean. They're good.
So what are they being investigated for? I don't even know that.
I don't really know.
Oh.
The FBI just raided the office one day. Just
really
come in, yeah. And it was something to do with someone in management. But I don't know what the allegations are or were. Or,
right, you hear nothing
about
that.
For the FBI to kick your door in, you probably screwed up. But
probably a pretty big deal.
Yeah, so this is going to be interesting to see where this goes. I hope Mark Davis made allies before he said this, because it's probably going to come down to an ownership vote, and those who are not so clean are going to side with Slimy Roger, and those who are clean.
Well, this is going to get interesting.
It's going to get real interesting.
We should be able to figure it out. Really?
Let's see who votes for what.
Exactly.
So, I fully support Mark Davis on this.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
fair.
You want to release what Gruden said? You release what everybody said.
Yep.
It's only fair.
Yep.
Not that I'm supporting John Gruden in this whole thing.
No, me neither. Absolutely not.
But fair is fair.
Yes.
Let's see what you said, Roger.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? I think it's self-preservation at this point more so than everybody else.
You think so?
I do. Yeah, I do not like Roger Goodell.
No.
And I hope he falls on the sword too.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
yeah, gonna get real interesting. I think that you hear anything about it though?
No.
Pretty quiet.
Yeah. I didn't hear a thing.
Oh, this media, eh? Just who's gonna show us the most money.
Right.
And we'll keep that story quiet or we'll pump it up.
Right.
Depending on what
Make it
they
worse.
want. Yeah.
Make it worse than
It's
it
an
is.
absolute joke.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mark Davis, Roger Goodell playing a game of chicken. So let's see who wins.
Yeah, this can be interesting.
Gonna be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's it for side stories, Lace.
Well, that was quick.
Yeah, only 3. But big ones.
Yeah. Yeah, they were quite
2
big.
out of the 3 were really big.
Yeah, they were.
Like,
Huge.
very big.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, bombshell stories.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
Monday Nighter, Lace, let's just do a quick recap of it. Wasn't much of a game, to be honest with you. Saints took it 13-10. The spread was 4.5. That's why I was so torn on that game.
Right.
Moving the Saints up to 4-2, Seahawks down to 2-5. Jameis 19-35, 222 and a touchdown. Kamara 20 carries for 51 yards. Didn't do much on the ground. It's like 2.2 yards a carry. I could probably do that in the NFL. But he did have 10 receptions for 128 yards and a touchdown.
Oh,
so
wow.
Yeah, that offense runs through Alvin Kamara. I don't think there's any argument about that.
No.
So, Seahawks, Geno 12 of 22 for 167 and a touchdown. That was that long one to DK in the first quarter, and DK went 2 receptions for 96 yards and a touchdown. Seahawks done. Seahawks season over.
So I missed probably the first half of that game.
Okay.
And I don't know, like, what were Geno's?
12 of 22. He only dropped back 22 times. 167 yards and a touchdown.
It was...
And probably 60 of those yards came on the pass to DK.
Right. It was horrible to watch towards the end. Like, they wouldn't let Geno throw the ball.
And Seattle had no run game to speak of.
I actually felt bad. Okay, so, like, there's, the saying that it looked like he ran into a brick wall.
Yeah.
It's close. But this guy, it actually looked like he was. Like, the one time, like, I actually felt, like, I felt it, Like, it wasn't working, and they just kept handing it off.
Well, and,
if
you're any kind of coach, which I'd like to believe Pete Carroll is.
Yeah. He's done some weird things, though.
They're going to stack 8 or 9 in the box all night.
Right.
You're not going to beat us on the ground.
Right.
We're going to make Geno beat us.
Exactly.
That's pretty obvious. Yeah. You have a bench QB or backup QB come in. Nobody's just going to let you run the ball.
And it was, I think they just needed to let him throw. The run game's doing nothing. What's the worst? I guess you throw a pick. And
even maybe, a little check down or
something. It was awful.
We can't have 9 in the box all night.
Right.
So let's keep them at least somewhat honest.
Yeah.
But didn't even do that.
No.
So, that being said, does Pete Carroll run his course in Seattle?
I don't know. I like Pete Carroll too. And I like his excitement, and there's just something about...
Yeah, he's 70 years old.
Yeah, there's something about him, like you can't not like the guy. But he does some weird shit. Like, when...
Didn't hand the ball off in the Super Bowl.
Right.
Yeah, that's...
like that.
One of the all-time bonehead moves of the NFL.
So bizarre. Just, you have Marshawn Lynch, and you don't let him just put it in?
You got to wonder how good...
I don't know.
Pete Carroll is, because I think we've talked about a lot on this show how a good quarterback can mask a lot of bad things on a team. And Russell Wilson's one of the best at it.
That's true.
So, could I go to Seattle with Russell Wilson and win 11 games?
Right.
Possibly.
Like, is he just a really good cheerleader?
I don't know.
Never thought of that.
You know, you go back to Pete Carroll's USC days. Yeah, he won a national championship with USC, but that's a long time ago. The game changes every year.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you're stuck in, you know, and I was worried about that with Belichick for a bit.
Right. That he was stuck in his old ways.
They
the
blew
old
out
game.
the Jets last weekend, and
Right.
it seems like they're getting back on track. But I think if the Seahawks, like, they're not going to rush Russ back now.
No.
You're 5 games behind Arizona.
Right.
And you're 4 games behind the Rams. So is there any point in rushing him back?
Right.
4 games is, you could catch that.
Right.
But you need help even at this point in the season.
Oh, I was going to say, it's not like you're banking on 2 mediocre teams, you know, to lose some to catch them, right? It's not like they're, you know, they're not going to be easy teams to catch.
Right. Exactly. So, yeah, I think things are going to get interesting in Seattle. I mean, Mike Tomlin, he's gone through seasons where he's had a pile of injuries and Big Ben's been out, and
Yeah.
he somehow puts a winning formula on the field.
Yeah.
Year in, year out. So maybe Pete
Yeah.
Carroll's not as good as we think he is.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
I'm subscribing to that camp.
Are you?
Yeah, I don't think
Well, I
he's
kinda
as good
feel
a
like I have
coach
to now.
as what everybody thinks he is.
Yeah.
And if I was the Seahawks management,
You're fired.
that's right, Pete. You're out the door.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, at the end of the season, it's
Oh,
time
okay.
for, let's blow this bitch up.
Yeah. Yeah, he has definitely does some weird things. And like I said, I got Metcalf on my fantasy team too. I
And
needed him.
he hasn't starved quite like Lockett has
No.
since
Oh, no.
Russ left.
No, but you have receivers, right? Like, you've got good receivers there.
That's the strength of the offense, arguably.
Right. So, like I said, at that point,
Maybe get the ball in their
yeah,
hands.
let's maybe just try throw it. Like I said, that it was one possession. It was over quickly.
Yeah.
Right. But it was never a thought. It never crossed their mind to even throw the ball. Like,
Yeah, I mean, you got Lockett, Metcalf, Freddie Swain,
Right.
who's a pretty decent third option.
a tight end even.
Yeah.
You know,
You got Will Dissly, you got Gerald Everett.
I don't know.
I
It
mean-
was frustrating to watch.
Yeah. And it was just like there was absolutely zero thought put into the game plan.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like, we're going to run the ball.
And you can
Well,
tell too.
when that doesn't work, like, I mean, I don't know if this is true. I'm not in the Patriots locker room, but it used to be when the Pats were down at the first half,
Yeah.
Belichick would implement a new offense at halftime. So he had multiple offenses ready to go. If they're shutting
Okay.
this down,
Yeah.
we got this one,
Yeah.
right? So you have to be quite intelligent to keep up with
Oh
that
yeah.
team, of course.
But you know, I think if you're coaching in the NFL, yeah, maybe that should be maybe you should be that intelligent to be able to do something like
yeah,
that.
I mean, you're paying these guys 20, 30, 40 million dollars.
Right.
If you can't keep up,
Right.
there's the door.
Yeah.
Right?
There's 32 people, 32 teams?
Yeah.
32 people in the world that have your job. You know?
Oh, coaches.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
So I think Pete's on his last legs,
yeah. I would say you're probably right.
honestly.
Yeah.
And why they're not moving Lockett at this point,
Right.
I will not understand. I said a couple weeks ago, I thought, his name's going to be dangled out there for
Right.
sure. One, he should be pissed off because he gets 0 targets.
Right.
And 2, the Seahawks got DK. That's their guy,
Right.
right? I mean, when the Steelers moved on from AB, they had Juju,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
You always have your next guy ready to go.
Yeah.
And they do.
Yeah.
They drafted DK high in the draft 2 years ago. Let's move forward with DK.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
Lockett makes a good salary too, so
Right.
out the door.
The
He's not
other-
doing anything for him.
No. And the other thing right now, you could see, I feel like DK is a powder.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
So you could see,
Yeah.
obviously, he knows he's not getting the ball when the play call is, a run every time.
Right.
So he was lined up pretty lazily. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to get cranky.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You
If
keep losing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And those guys aren't used to losing.
No. And
So
and there's nothing you can do about it because you're never getting the ball.
Right.
right? Like, it's just not even
It's
in the
just
plan.
Run after run after run
Yeah.
after run, and not like Seattle's backs are bad. Alex Collins is a decent
Oh,
back.
for sure.
But when they're stacking 8-9
Yeah.
in the box,
And it was him that it was the
what are you
just
going to do?
three in a
Rashad
row.
Penny, who did come back in time to give me a glimmer of hope in my fantasy match this week, he ran the ball 6 times for 9 yards. What is that?
It was terrible. Like I said, I felt bad for those guys.
I don't believe Seattle's O-line is that bad.
No, I agree.
Like,
It can't be. No.
come on. But
Anyway.
regardless, I think the Seahawks, even if Russ comes back, well, not if, when.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a career-ending injury, but they're definitely not going to rush him back, especially after AC.
Yeah, we weren't going to talk about that one long.
We did.
Yeah, we did.
Let's get into our primetime segment, Lace. I think you know where we're going here. It's everybody's favorite on Wednesday.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Upsets and locks.
You're right.
Thank
It
you.
is upsets and locks.
How did you know I was going to be right? I should have.
Well, the boo buttons are
Oh,
in it, so.
you were ready.
I am going to boo you this show at one point.
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
right now. Locks, upsets of the week. Everybody's favorite. You want to start? Or you want me to start? Or where do you want to go?
You go first.
Okay, Chad's lock of the week. And they will cover the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 5.5 over the Saints.
Okay.
They will cover. That's a divisional game. The Saints will play them hard. So I expect it to be like a close game.
6.
Even at the half. Even at the half.
Yeah.
But Tampa will blow it open.
Yeah.
And I think they'll cover. I know they will. This is my lock. You can take that to the bank.
I think I agree with you.
Take it to the bank, Lace. Who's your lock of the week? The Cleveland Browns again?
No.
Okay.
No. I am taking the Titans over the Colts.
Not that was
No, it wasn't like
not a stretch,
crazy.
but the Colts are playing good football right now.
And it's not a big spread there.
What is it?
I forget. And I wrote down the other
It's
one.
a lot tighter than it should be.
That's
think.
not kind of what I thought, but there was a reason. I read the reason why
It's
close.
even. It was even earlier this afternoon. There was no spread.
Yeah, maybe it's 1.5.
Wow.
Does that even make sense?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Titans are 1.5 point favorites.
I
You
think so.
at this point?
I think.
I
It's really close.
I like them to win.
Yeah.
I think they will. Yeah. Like the Titans are getting no love.
No, they really aren't.
No. Fresh off 2 wins.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Beat down the Chiefs.
I was going to say, and
Yeah, they lost them. No, they beat Buffalo.
yeah, tough
Like
wins.
what do these guys got to do?
Yeah, just no love.
Wow. And their defense gave up 3 points to Kansas City.
Right.
Like 3 points in an NFL game
Yeah. Yeah, that's
against
impressive.
the supposed
Right.
mighty Kansas City Chiefs.
Right.
Come on, Vegas, give them a little bit of love.
Yeah,
here.
I agree. They need
Brutal.
more love. I gave him some love. I locked him.
There you go. I like that lock.
Thanks.
I agree with it 100%. So, upset of the week, Lace. I'm going to start us out here, and I think this is just a genius lock or upset. Sorry.
Okay.
The Minnesota Vikings.
I knew you were going to pick
over
them.
the Dallas Cowboys. The Vikings going into Arlington. 2.5 point underdogs. You can lock that in. The Vikings are taking that one. I think Dallas is going to get exposed this weekend. Kirk Cousins is going to shoot the lights out.
It's so funny because when I was looking to make my picks,
Yeah.
and I looked at them, I'm like, that's one I'm not touching because I was sure you were going to.
You know I like the Vikings.
Oh, I know
this
you do.
year. It's weird. I don't know why.
Yeah, that is weird.
But yeah. That's my upset. And you can take that to the bank too. You'll win money on that one. Good money.
You think so?
Absolutely. Who's your upset, Lace?
Ready?
Yeah. Oh, I'm ready.
So, I am going to give the Lions their very first win over the Eagles.
Wow.
I am.
Honestly, I don't hate that.
I feel good about this one. Like I feel like they got to win.
What's spread on this one?
3.5.
3.5. Philly's the favorite, of course.
Yes.
Yes. I don't hate it. I really don't. At this point, the Lions are 0-7. 0-7? 0-7, yeah. They literally have nothing to lose at this point.
No.
They're not winning their division.
And they played the Rams decent. What was the score in that game? It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, I guess.
29-18, I believe it finished.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Yeah. I don't know. I think this will be their week. This is their week that they get their first W.
That's going to be crazy.
Yep.
The Lions over the Eagles. That's Lace's upset of the week.
That's right.
You can take that to the bank.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I feel confident.
All right.
I hit 2 of 2 last week.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah, but you laughed at mine.
We were 4-4. I didn't laugh. I severely questioned it when Cleveland was missing their starting quarterback and everyone else off their offense, but I did not laugh at you. Are you thinking back?
Yeah, I think I laughed as soon as you told me that their whole offense was hurt.
Well, then that's not my fault.
Right. Okay.
You got to do your homework.
Okay. Well, I think I did this time, and I feel good about those ones. I told you guys not to listen to me last time. And now watch.
There you go. So if you're a smart person, you're going to play a 4-game parlay this weekend.
Oh.
You're going to take the Bucks and the Titans, and you're going to take the Vikings and the Lions.
I should do that.
I don't see why you wouldn't.
Okay.
I'm doing it.
You're going to do it?
Absolutely.
Well, I won't then.
I'm going to put like $1,000 on it.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
That'll pay big money. Whatever, Lace. Thursday night, let's look ahead to our Thursday night game tomorrow, which has lost some of its luster for me, unfortunately. Packers Cards, Green Bay going into Arizona. Packers 6-1, Cards 7-0. Cards 6.5 point favorites in this one. Devonte Adams and Alan Lazard ruled out on the COVID list. So, whatever the COVID list means, maybe they pissed off Goodell and they put him on the COVID list.
Right.
Who knows? I mean, that's about how reliable COVID data is these days.
What does that mean? Do we know that?
They have to have 2 negative tests in a 24, 48-hour span. I'm not sure.
Okay, so can they test prior to the game again?
Oh, yeah. It's possible Adams can make it back.
Okay.
Lazard will not.
Okay.
I think he has an injury outside of the COVID list, too.
Oh, okay.
So, but Devonte Adams is in this game. I think the Packers got a shot.
You know what? I looked at this game as an upset, too.
And 6.5? Mm-hmm. Green Bay at full steam, I think, can go in there and take the Cards to the brink.
Yeah.
If not beat them.
Yeah.
The NFL, I mean, you're cannibalizing what could be one of the best primetime games of the year.
Yeah.
For a flu. So, it's ridiculous, but, I mean, that's Roger Goodell for you. So, just a little comparison here, Lace. Between the quarterbacks, so we kind of talked about it, me and Wheels did on Monday, why Aaron Rodgers isn't getting any love, MVP love. Kind of having a quiet season, I would say. You know, I mean, we're just so used to Aaron Rodgers being good.
Being Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. So, I mean, Rodgers has 1,710 yards on the year. Murray is 2,002. Okay. So he's got him by 300 yards a game, let's call it. Yeah. Right? Rodgers, 15 touchdowns, 3 picks. He only has 3 picks on the year.
Okay.
Which is, I mean, that's kind of his MO. He doesn't turn the ball over.
Right.
Kyler Murray, 17 touchdowns, 5 picks. So, arguably as good.
Yeah.
Pro Football Focus, Rodgers is ranked 11 this week.
This is so weird. I looked at this today.
And Kyler Murray's ranked 4 this week. So, I mean, if we're going to crown Kyler Murray, I think Aaron Rodgers has got to be right in there. And,
right.
And not a little piece of me, a big piece of me hopes the Packers still go in there and beat them.
Really?
Yes.
I'm not a Packer fan, but...
Neither am I. But I'm more of a Packer fan than I am a Cardinal fan. You like D-Hop. That's why you're a Cardinal fan. Yeah.
No, I'm not a Cardinal fan. I just don't like Green Bay. But that comes with being a Bears fan, though, too,
That's
right?
true.
You can't like Green Bay.
There's
or
a
you're
deep-seated hatred there for
Yeah.
your divisional rival.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Did you guys talk about this at all?
No.
About
what?
Aaron Rodgers when they played the Bears there? And he had that big thing that,
Oh, I own you?
Yeah. That lady flipped him off.
Yeah.
And,
And then she pouted because
yeah.
he told her to, piss off or whatever he said to her.
So the funny thing is, what was it, a day? I don't even think it was a full day, but someone actually went onto Wikipedia and changed the owner of the Chicago Bears to Aaron Rodgers. And it actually said Aaron Rodgers owned the Bears for a few hours before they caught it. But I thought it was hilarious.
He pretty much does.
I thought it was funny.
When was the last time the Bears beat the Packers? I don't know.
I don't know. But anyway.
Have they ever beat them since Rodgers was there?
I don't know.
I don't know. He does own them. That's the best part.
And I'm not an Aaron Rodgers fan. I don't like the man at all. But I did like how he stood up for himself. So the city of Chicago wanted him to apologize to them. Like, it was ridiculous. Anyway, and he come out and said, I will not apologize to the, what is it? What was he talking about? Cancel culture?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Woke cancel culture, whatever bullshit that is.
So, and I agree with him. Like, why is it okay? So he looks up into the stands after he scores his touchdown, and he looks up into the stand, and some ladies, flipping him off, both hands.
Yeah.
And
double bird.
Yeah, double bird.
That's what he called it. The old double bird coming at him.
And yeah, so he was kind of pissed and stood up for himself, and that part of it, I respect him for that.
Absolutely.
Just because it's something that he doesn't believe in, and I'm happy that he was comfortable to stand up and say, I will not apologize for that.
No, it's a joke. When can we cancel culture? Like, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
There's enough already with this.
It is.
Horse shit.
Yeah. Everyone's feelings are
somebody
hurt.
farts and there's a investigation into it, and it's a
everyone's
joke.
offended.
But Aaron Rodgers is he's pretty savage. I love him for piss off. I ain't apologizing to anyone.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. So
yeah.
Running back, boy, we got hung up on the QBs for a while there, Lace. Running back comparison, Aaron Jones, 89 carries this year, 404 yards and 2 touchdowns. Arizona's lead back is Chase Edmonds in yardage, 68 carries, 397 yards. So advantage goes to Green Bay. I would say Aaron Jones is a far superior back to Edmonds or Connor. I don't care which Arizona back you choose. And wide receivers, let's talk about their wide receivers. Devonte Adams, obviously the number one guy in Green Bay. 52 receptions this year, 744 yards, and only 3 touchdowns, which is a surprise.
Yeah.
And D-Hop is the lead guy in Arizona. 33 receptions, 420 yards, and 7 touchdowns already this year for D-Hop. It's kind of nice to see him get his due.
Yeah.
I
like him. I like him as a person.
I do too.
He's quiet. He just does his thing and does a hell of a job at.
Super good.
Yeah. And it's just quiet. Seems like just a nice guy.
I agree. I like him.
Yeah.
But I would give the advantage to Green Bay.
What?
In that one. Devonte Adams is the best receiver in the league.
Oh, wow.
That's right. What do you think of that?
Yeah, that's what I think of that.
Wow. I think he is no doubt the best receiver in the league. And you want to know who I think is second?
Who?
Jamar Chase right now.
Really?
Rookie. Dude is so good.
This is the guy that said he couldn't catch a ball with the lines
that's
on
the
it?
guy. Yeah,
Wow.
that's the
All
guy.
right.
So
good for him.
yeah, I mean, he has 800 yards, I believe, already this year, and
yeah, I did see that.
he is one talented dude.
Yeah.
So, gotta take a quick commercial here, Lace. Just a little one.
Okay.
And we'll come back. We'll talk about a few of the Sunday games.
Okay.
Got to talk about the World Series a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit of NBA. We have a couple injuries. Things of note in the NBA. A little bit of hockey. That's it.
Okay.
Then we'll call it a show. So on that note, we'll be right back. And we're back. We're back, Lace.
Hello.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Yeah, so let's dive into these Sunday games, Lace. Some of them, obviously, more important than others. Mm-hmm. Some of them don't really matter, but some of them are huge. Right. So, first game, I think this would fall into category A if it really doesn't matter. Panthers Falcons. It's a divisional game, and that division sucks. But Panthers 3-4, coming off 4 straight losses. And an embarrassment last weekend, lost 25-3 to the Giants.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold got benched in that game, which made it shocking to me that they pulled out of the Deshaun Watson sweepstakes.
Right.
It's like, Sammy D might not be
right.
your dude. I mean, yeah, he fooled a lot of people for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we're starting to see Sam. And everyone was saying, Sam got out of New York, right? It was the Jets' fault. Right. He was so bad. Was it?
Right.
Maybe that's one non-stupid thing the Jets have done is let Sam go. You know, maybe he's not our guy.
Right.
So, Falcons 3-3. They had a bye, obviously. Falcons 3-point favorites. There's not much to dive into here, Lace. But who do you like? You like the Falcons to cover 3?
No.
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 Do you like them to win?
No.
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 You like the Panthers to win.
I'm going to take the Panthers in this one.
Well, I'm putting that in the old logbook here so we can refer back to it.
Okay. What are you doing? What's your pick?
For how bad the Panthers are playing right now, I think I have to take Atlanta.
I always feel like after they play real bad, though, something's got to happen.
It doesn't get any worse than what they put on the field last week.
Right. So
I guess they have nowhere to go but up.
Right. There's a bright side.
There's
the silver lining.
I mean, what an embarrassment. That game was so bad. I don't know, whatever. This one should also be a slam dunk, if you will, Lace. Dolphins go into Buffalo, the 1-6 Dolphins, to take on the 4-2 Bills, who are fresh off a bye week, so they're fully rested.
Oh, perfect.
And ready to thump the shit out of the Dolphins.
Yeah, I agree with you, though.
Buffalo 13.5.
Oh.
You like that?
Yeah, I do, actually.
Yeah?
I'll take Buffalo.
Yeah, I think so. I wouldn't disagree with you. As long as Tua's starting, but I didn't shit on Tua on Monday. He was decent. If he could have eliminated his 2 interceptions, he had a great game.
Yeah.
I think he only missed 8 passes. He had 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
300 and...
Yeah, he did.
I could go back and look, but
he did.
He played well. That loss wasn't on Tua. I'm not going to shit on the dude, but unfortunately, we talked about it on Monday. Tua's days are numbered in Miami.
Yeah.
I mean, that can't give you a lot of confidence when they're like, yeah, we're aggressively pursuing Deshaun Watson.
Right.
So it's like, man, no matter what I do,
yeah.
all he can worry about is himself.
Right.
Play well, find a new home,
yeah.
and move on.
Yeah.
And you know, the Dolphins, they were like on the up and up, right? Like they were starting to look like a competitive team.
Right.
What happened?
And it's weird because I have never known that team to be competitive.
No, they've always been shit.
Like, ever.
Yeah.
Like, you just don't watch a Miami.
Yeah, that's the Dolphins.
You just don't watch a Miami game. Like, no. if there's anything else on, watch anything
Like, the
else.
last meaningful thing they did was the Miracle in Miami. What
year was that?
I don't know, like 5 years ago. When Kenyon Drake was the running back there.
Okay.
And they beat the Pats on their last play of the game.
Okay.
They lateraled it, and then Gronk was playing safety.
Right.
And they beat them. But that was the last meaningful thing they've done. Like, that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like, the Pats have probably won 3 Super Bowls since then, forgot about it, got shitty, and are getting good again.
Right.
And this is the last thing the Dolphins have done.
Right.
I don't know. I think everyone thought they were going to be, you know,
a real team,
starting to contend in that AFC East, but that couldn't be further from the truth.
Yeah.
So, Lacey likes the Bills to cover 13.5 in that one. So, lock that in.
What do you think? Yeah, come on. That's a big spread.
Are you scared?
Well, it is a pretty big spread.
Are you scared?
I'm a little scared.
At least stand behind your pick.
Okay. Yeah, I take them to cover.
Okay, good.
Confidently.
Yeah, you sound super confident. I also like the Bills to cover. Yeah, Miami's going into Buffalo. The Bills are fresh off a bye. There is no reason to believe that Miami will ever even be in this. Maybe, if they receive the opening kickoff in the game. But if they don't, it's over.
And they'll never leave.
No.
Even if they get the ball first.
No, they'll turn it over. Next game, Lace, this one should hold a spot near and dear to your heart. The San Francisco 49ers take their 2-4 record into Soldier Field to take on your beloved Chicago Bears. 49ers 3.5-point favorites in this one. Fresh off losing to the Colts.
I really looked at this one for my upset as well. And I felt like I shouldn't because I am a Bears fan. But I think the Bears are going to win this one.
Wow.
I would bet the Bears.
With that offense.
Again, they were so bad.
Against the Bucs.
Yes. Yeah. That I hope something has happened in the past week. Someone has, come up with a great idea or something has happened. Like a big, I don't know.
Ding.
Yeah.
I got an idea.
Yes. I hope someone in that locker room has done that.
Some rookie assistant coach was laying in bed.
Yeah.
And he woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning and had an epiphany.
Yes.
And
I don't know what it is yet, but
Matt, I got a sgoing.
Yeah. That's what's going to happen.
You've seen Moneyball?
Yeah.
The movie? Yeah, so it's like Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to save this team.
Yes. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening right now.
All
it's going to be like little, what do you call? Just nice little throws for Fields.
Little throws.
Just short throws. What are they called?
Like check downs?
Yeah.
Oh, so he's just going to check the ball down all day.
They have to do something else.
It can't get much worse for the kid.
No, that's right. I feel for him. I really do.
Well,
he just needs more time. Let's just give him more time.
I think at that point, I just start calling my own plays.
If you were him?
If I'm Justin Fields.
Yeah, I
like flip open the old wrist coach and it's like, okay,
yeah, exactly.
Enough of this.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
I'm sick of getting pounded into the ground.
I don't know if did you listen to our Monday show?
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
So you're aware of the one play where I think it was second down, not sure. Justin Fields, quick snap, and the play broke down and he ended up fumbling it. The reason for the quick snap, it came down from upstairs into his earpiece. The Bucs got 12 men on the field, snapped the ball. They didn't. So the coaches are now, and I said maybe the stupidity just...
Right.
If that was someone on Bill Belichick's staff...
They'd be fired.
They're out the door.
Yeah.
Like, there is no way that that's happening. So, Matt Nagy, I mean...
Again, yeah.
You're fired.
Yeah. I agree.
It would have been no ifs, ands, or buts.
Right.
Here's your shit. Get up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you let that kind of complacency go through your organization, you end up... They're lucky to be 3-4.
Oh, I agree.
So...
Yeah, I agree.
And they might be able to pick up a game here if the Packers lose, but... I mean, Minnesota's also going to beat Dallas this weekend, so
right.
That they have the same record right now. So are the Vikes 3-3? I think they're off a bye. Oh, I don't even have it wrote down, Lacey. I don't have the record wrote down.
Oh, okay.
I think the Vikes are 3-3. Regardless, you like the Bears to win this game.
Yeah, I do. I just hope.
Loser.
I just hope that, like I said, someone has had a moment. Or, Fields is going to go out there and be like, you know what, screw you guys. I'm just going to play some football.
Whatever.
That's what Justin Fields is going to be like.
Yeah.
Whatever, man.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna do my thing.
Yeah.
And I mean,
it can't get worse.
Yeah, some might say that's unprofessional, but you're getting they're getting his ass kicked every week.
Yes.
Like he's not gonna last the season.
No. Oh God.
And like he's a young, big dude, right? Like,
and didn't he look heartbroken? Oh. I've never seen someone so.
He looked like a little kid that opened a pack of underwear on Christmas morning. You know?
Yes. And it's like his
instead of the PS5.
His sad face made him look younger. Like actually felt as a mom, you just wanted to go and give him a hug.
Every time he came off the field and sat down, you could play that sound.
Oh,
That was the story of his game against the Bucks. But
what do you think?
This is a tough one. You know what? I'm probably going to take the Bears.
Really?
Simply based on the fact that they can run the ball. Herbert is playing lights out in absence of Montgomery.
Mm-hmm.
I have Herbert on my fantasy team. Mm-hmm. He's been very good since I picked him up. He rushes for 100 yards a game.
Yeah.
And if Matt Nagy cannot screw this up somehow, I think the Bears can pull it off.
I think so,
I think it's going to be a low-scoring game, like 17-13.
I think so. Yeah, I think so, too.
It's going to be outside of the spread.
Yeah.
Well, no, I shouldn't say that. It might be a 12-10 game. I don't know. But 3.5, Niners are the favorite. There's nothing to be excited about in San Fran.
No, I agree.
Jimmy G plays good for 48 minutes.
Right.
Yeah, let's call it. 30 minutes. Let's call it 30 minutes. And then he falls apart in the second half.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, their running back did have a decent game against the Colts, but he got a lot of touches because it was so rainy and cold.
Right.
And I don't know. I got to think. This is Shanahan. What's the young Shanahan's name? Not Mike. Mike is the dad. Who's the coach in San Fran? Young Buck. Anyway, well, he was asked if, is Jimmy kind of the starter going forward, because Trey Lance is supposed to be back at practice today.
Okay.
And his response was, we have a lot of things to figure out. So he's not committing to Jimmy G going forward. I don't believe Trey Lance is their guy.
No.
No? Do you have that name?
Kyle.
Kyle. That's what it is. Kyle Shanahan. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're really on with the tech. That's key. I'm going to give you that too for now.
Oh, great.
Just so it's out of the way. But, I think we're both going to take the Bears on this one, Lace.
Really?
Yep, that's right.
Oh, how exciting is that?
Next game, Steelers-Browns. Steelers 3-3 go into Cleveland. Browns 4-3. Browns 3.5-point favorites in this one. I gotta believe Baker's not playing, but they've been pretty hush-hush on the entire thing. I haven't heard anything about Baker Mayfield since the Monday nighter or Thursday nighter against Denver.
Right.
So Baker's playing. Yeah, I like him to cover, but that's an AFC North battle. Those teams do not like each other.
Right.
And it's going to be a slugfest, I think.
Right.
There's going to be a few injuries in this one. What do you think, Lace? Browns pull it off?
Yes.
Browns will win. Will they cover?
Yes.
I'm going to say Browns will win. They will not cover.
Really?
Nope. It's going to be like a 1-point game.
Really?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
Heard it here first.
That one I was really, I'm not confident in that one.
Oh,
I wouldn't bet that one.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. Yeah, not much to talk about. Do you hear Mike Tomlin, his name is being thrown around as the coach of USC? Okay, so...
Why would you go back down?
Well, so I don't know where this came from.
Okay.
But some reporter actually asked him during a press conference.
Okay.
And he's like, there's not a booster with a big enough blank check. He's like, I'm the coach of one of the most successful NFL franchises in history.
Right. Why
you
would
think
I do
I'm going to go coach USC? He said, never say never, but never. That's what he said.
Oh, really?
So, he's like, it's not happening. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, that's
but,
weird. If he did do it,
be
it's
a
like,
real
what the hell's wrong with you?
boneheaded play.
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin is a great coach.
I agree with you.
I like Mike Tomlin.
So do I.
So, other than remembering he tripped.
Yeah.
Who was it?
Yeah,
down the
that's
sideline?
right.
He did not want him to score.
Who was that?
It was someone off the Ravens.
Oh, that was funny. I forgot about that.
I think I can see the guy, but I can't remember his name. It was epic,
that was
though.
awesome. Yeah, I like that.
So epic. Oops.
I love it.
That was a savage move.
I love when shit like that happens.
It's
The
like,
Steelers
you
are
know
fun.
you're on the field.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I thought it was great, but
Yeah, I like it.
yeah. So we're both taking the Browns, but I don't like them to cover 3.5. So, Eagles Lions. talked a little bit about this one. Eagles 2-5 go into Ford Field to play those 0-7 Lions.
The scary Lions.
Yeah. They're scary.
You better be careful.
You better be careful, Lace.
Yeah.
Those Lions could bite you.
Yeah.
Eagles 3.5 point favorites. I'm surprised they're the favorite, to be honest.
Really?
With you. Yes.
Well, how do you give a team that hasn't won a game? How do you give them the favorite?
Hey, when the Browns and the Cardinals played, that was week 6.
Okay.
The Browns were 3-2, and the Cards were 5-0, and the Browns were 3-point favorites.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, that is weird.
I remember it clear as day. We talked about it.
That's so bizarre.
Yeah,
Did I talk to you about it?
No.
Okay.
No. But it was pretty wild, if you ask me.
That is crazy.
Why did it do that?
Did it do what?
It stopped on the TV.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I understand the spread, I guess.
You do understand it?
Well, I wouldn't say that the Lions should be a favorite. I don't know. That's just me. I just don't understand.
The
how
Eagles
they
are
could be.
bad, though. They're so
I don't think
bad.
I've watched an Eagles game.
Oh, I can't believe they've won 2 games, honestly.
Yeah.
And I think Jalen Hurts will be on his way out
You think so?
shortly, too. Yeah, he's done nothing to instill confidence, I don't think, in anyone in the Eagles franchise. So, that being said, I know where you stand on the game. I'm sharing your sentiment with the Lions are going to pick up their first win.
Really?
And it's going to be this weekend. So,
Not that I'm a Lions fan either. I really don't like them at
who
all.
is?
That's true.
I don't think they have any fans.
No, that's true.
And last but not least, Lace, Titans, the 5-2 Titans, heading in to play the Colts. 3-4 Colts. Colts have won 3 straight.
Really?
2 for sure.
They were 0-4?
They were 1-3, I think, at one point.
Oh.
So, yeah, they're looking good.
What's the spread on this one? We don't know.
Well, it was even the last time I
right.
checked it.
Right.
Which is pretty wild. So,
Yeah, it is.
yeah, crazy. But enough about that, Lace. I know where you stand on that one. You like Tennessee.
Yeah, I do.
So do I. I mean,
Do you?
yeah, the Colts have been playing well, but Tennessee's a good
Yeah, I
team.
just don't understand. Yeah, you're right. They just don't get any love.
Not getting no love.
I don't get it.
Disgusting.
We've seen their stadium.
Yeah, we didn't go in, but
No, we drove by it.
seen
though.
it.
Yeah. That was
It's
fun.
not a very nice stadium.
No.
It's kind of crappy, actually.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what it's called. Do you?
No, I don't.
You don't
So
remember?
it's weird that. Yeah, we also we seen Soldier Field though. That was really cool. That was super cool.
You were
actually.
walking around on the turf.
Yeah, it was right down on the turf. It was pretty sweet.
It was sweet.
That's a really neat stadium. I love it.
This technology, Lacey, it just drives me bananas.
I know it does.
I hate it.
I know you do.
I hate this whole thing.
I know you do.
It drives me nuts. Let's move over to the World Series, Lace.
Okay.
So game 1, we're already on game 2. It's going on tonight. If you want to pull up the MLB scores, Atlanta took game 1 off the Stros 6-2. I gotta say the biggest story of this game was Charlie Morton, pitcher from the Braves, took a comebacker off his leg, broke his fibula,
Oh.
and he finished out the inning.
Oh.
Throwing
What?
96 mile an hour heat.
Yeah.
He pitched 6 more pitches, and stepping through onto it, he was just like, he was in so much pain, right? Finished out the inning. Braves went on to win the game 6-2. Game 2 tonight is currently in action, and the Stros blowing out the Braves 7-2.
Top of the 8th.
I mean, I don't know. Did anyone think that the Stros were just going to go away?
Well, no. Well, I would hope not.
I don't
That'd be
think
a
so.
pretty shitty World Series if it was just whoop down.
And the Astros are a pretty good ball
Right.
club, so if anyone is just going to think the Braves
Right.
are going to sweep them, they're sadly mistaken. So
Oh, that just gives me like Ugh.
obviously his postseason is done.
Yeah.
It was fractured, not like compound, you know.
That's what I was when you started to say when he stepped off And I was like, oh God, here it comes. It's going to like come right through his skin now.
No,
Like
it
I was
didn't.
seeing it in my head when you said that.
So could you imagine if he would have the one time?
Ugh.
Stepped through and his leg just snapped like a twig and down he went?
I'd like to give... yeah. That's me vomiting.
You and half of America, I think, would be vomiting at that point.
So there's no one in our house. This is a fun little... Let's
Yeah.
get some feedback.
I'm in the house.
No, just like,
Oh.
let's get some feedback from your viewers on this. Like about watching injuries.
Mm-hmm.
You're terrible for it. You're probably the worst,
I'm
actually.
getting better again.
Yeah.
I can start to watch them, but for a while there,
Yeah. Like Chad was the last one in our house that would watch it. And it's like, it takes me a few tries, you know, because I look away right before it happens. You know,
it's the broken bones that get me.
It's when something is twisted in the total wrong direction.
Yeah, like when their toes are pointing at their knee, you know, or like you could touch with the toes. Yeah, I can't do that shit. It's really gross, but yeah, that's life. Regardless, Charlie Morton forever go down as a hero.
Yeah.
An absolute hero.
Yeah.
A living legend, if you will. Let's shift gears, Lace. NBA. If this game's over by the time... What inning is it, Lace?
Top of the 8th.
Yeah, I'm going to be hard-pressed to finish up before we're done. But NBA, last night, Nuggets played the Jazz. Nikola Jokic left that game with a knee contusion. Whatever that means. That's the last guy they want to go down.
Right.
Coming off an MVP. No word on how long he'll be out. But they banged knees, so it wasn't like he tore anything, I don't think. But he banged knees with... Geez, I don't even remember who it was. Regardless, it doesn't matter. He left in like the second quarter. I believe the Jazz won that game, so...
It's a mild injury, it says.
Mild, yeah. So I mean,
bruising of the knee.
He looked like he got hit by a sniper, but
yeah, I seen him actually.
Yeah, it wasn't.
He's a
quite.
bruise.
Yeah, he belongs in the NBA.
Yeah,
let's put it that way.
Yeah, exactly.
He can't play baseball, obviously, and there's
No.
no way he'd cut it on the football field. So,
oh, that's fun.
Lakers beat the Spurs last night, 125-121. There was things were a little questionable in La La Land. They beat him in overtime.
Okay.
No LeBron James. Supposedly out with some type of ankle injury. It's a new injury. It's not related to any old injuries.
Okay.
And Russell Westbrook had a nice game. I didn't write his stat line down, but he was over 30 points, almost had a triple-double.
Okay.
So Russ was probably pretty happy when LeBron went down with injury. And they were in Oklahoma tonight. I don't know how that game finished up. They were winning, but... Oklahoma's bad too. They're like 0-4 going into this game. So, any updates on that, Lance? Do we have one?
See more. Who are we talking
about? Lakers.
Yeah, right. Thunder?
Yeah.
Is it's over. 123 to 115.
Lakers win.
No.
The Thunder won.
Yeah.
Oh my. Oh.
That's true. What else do you want to know?
There's going to be some angry people.
Oh my, what is happening? Is this today?
Is what today?
Like what is this?
Yeah, those are all today's games. Raptors won.
Raptors won.
Blew them out. 118-100.
The Wizards beat the Celtics. Just wait. There's another one here.
The gambling gods hate me. That's all there is to it.
The Timberwolves beat the Bucks.
So stupid. You know what else is stupid? This technology. Pisses me off to no end.
Wow.
Yeah.
This.
That's what's going on in my head right now.
Yeah.
Oh, it
this
drives me
NBA
nuts.
season
It's
already
stupid.
is ridiculous.
Stupid. I'm done gambling on winners on NBA.
Jazz beat the Nuggets. That was yesterday.
That was yesterday, yeah.
Hornets beat the Magic.
Yeah, that was no surprise.
Heat beat the Nets.
That's a surprise.
106 to 93.
There's trouble in Brooklyn. There's trouble brewing there. Yeah, they're getting out to a bad start.
What are they?
2-4.
Oh, really?
I think now.
Hawks beat the Pelicans.
That's no surprise.
Raptors beat the Pacers.
That's a surprise, I would say.
Wizards beat the Celtics. Timberwolves beat the Bucks. Thunder beat the Lakers.
I can't believe the Thunder won. But regardless. And so the Bulls and the Warriors are the only undefeated teams left in the NBA.
The Bulls?
Chicago Bulls. They made moves this offseason.
Oh, really?
Yeah, DeMar's there.
Oh, right. I didn't know this,
Lonzo's
actually.
there.
Yeah.
Caruso's there.
Wouldn't that be fun if I could cheer for all Chicago teams? That'd be kind of neat.
Are you a Cubs fan now, too?
I was before.
Oh, okay.
Remember, I have a Cubs hat.
That makes you a fan.
Yeah.
Done.
That's right.
Okay. Yeah, so move over to a little bit of NHL, Lace, and then we're going to call it a day. I just go through our surprises, I think, of the season so far. So Florida still undefeated, 6-0.
Crazy.
If we think back a couple weeks, remember we all said,
Yes.
Cup staying in Florida, but not with Tampa.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Panthers 6-0.
Good job, Wheels.
Wow, this guy's like an oracle.
Yeah.
Good job,
That's impressive.
Wheels. Buffalo 4-1-1. The lowly, not so lowly anymore, Sabres 4-1-1. I don't think anyone's seen that coming. Carolina 5-0. The Capitals are now 4-1. They lost tonight, so we can take them off the undefeated list. St. Louis 5-0, and the Edmonton Oilers, who play tonight, they play Philly tonight in Edmonton, also 5-0. So nice start for the Edmonton Oilers. But overall, a pretty tough start for Canadian teams. Leafs 2-4-1. Montreal 1-6-0.
What?
Ottawa 2-4-0. Winnipeg 3-2-1. And they Winnipeg was like, that's not that great. That's one game over 500. But they have a winning record at least.
That's right.
Winnipeg was at the top of a lot of people's list to win the cup this year.
Oh.
And things just got tougher with Shovel Day off and
Right,
that whole thing.
right.
Edmonton 5-0, Calgary 4-1-1, and Vancouver 3-3-1. So they're sitting with they're in there, I guess.
Right.
West clearly stronger than the East
Yes.
in every regard.
Right.
Like in humanity in general. So
We are stronger.
to all
yes.
my Ontario friends, you're a bunch of pussies. So that's it, Lace. That's it from the sports world. Don't forget, everyone out there, our social media giveaway. Giving away a swag pack.
Fun.
2 shirts, 2 mugs.
I wonder if I'll ever get a shirt.
No.
Now that I'm...
We sell them in our shop.
Oh,
Yeah. I might give you one.
thanks.
We'll see.
Now that I'm a permanent
Wednesday
Wednesday.
Yeah, you are our Wednesday fixture, and everyone tunes in. Yeah, every Wednesday when you show up, I'm just going to keep playing the ta-da. Yeah, so don't forget that. All you got to do is like and share our Facebook post, or, I don't know, you share our Instagram thing to your story.
Right.
That's how it works, I guess, on this Instagram. If it'll work for you. I don't know. Technology doesn't seem... It's like a black hole here. Nothing works. Lace, you got anything you want to plug? Any plugs?
Yeah.
Anything you want to get out there?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So I feel like probably not a big...
Okay,
that was good. Probably not a big women's audience of women here, but
we don't know that.
Well, no, we don't know that.
I got a pretty good idea on,
Me
on
too.
the analytics.
So I'm just gonna let all you men know that your wives. I sell Zaya clothing, activewear. Your wives want to know this. Great line of clothing. You know what? Maybe I'll throw a link up on the Chainmovers post here later tonight.
Can't see it, but I can't just be giving out free links, Lacey. Hey, you know what? You fix this TV, and I'll give you a free link. How's that sound? Like, it never does that. It was on for 45 minutes straight, and then all of a sudden just quits.
Yeah, that was weird.
It's stupid. Annoys the shit out of me. New this week, Lace. We're also on iHeartRadio.
Really?
And player.fm. So if you subscribe to either one of those, you can find us there. Lace, thanks again for being here. Always a pleasure.
Thanks for having me.
Anytime. And everyone, thank you for making us part of your day. Appreciate it. Yeah, that being said, Lace, I got nothing else. So that's where we're going to leave it.
I'll see you guys next Wednesday.
Everyone have a beautiful Wednesday evening.
Right now.